So after opening the box and kind of going through everything and putting together some of the minis, we decided to do an addendum video at the end because we kind of discovered a few things putting it together. One of those things is that with all of those little mini pieces, and it seemed overwhelming. But to start, all you needed were these 5 miniatures. And putting them together, it took about an afternoon to do it, but it was actually kind of, it was fun to do, actually.
Yeah, believe it or not, in a kind of like Zen sort of way. I'm not exactly into modeling myself.
Right.
Alex not either.
No, this is the first time I've ever put anything like this together.
But it was fairly simple.
It was simple. It was kind of fun to do.
Like the instructions are in a pretty handy website.
Yeah.
You just type in the website and it shows you each individual part of each piece.
And how it's supposed to fit together.
Yeah.
So it was super simple. And we were reading some of the rules, and in the rule book it was talking about how he designed the game to also be a part of modeling hobbyists. So putting together the miniatures are kind of part of the point of
it's kind of cool. Like the game itself, the gameplay itself is generational, and each generation of survivors can, I mean, theoretically, I guess, look very different. And there are tons and tons of pieces of minis that you can add on to these 4 basic survivors.
Right.
So you customize them as you play through the game.
So if she loses an arm, you can build a mini that doesn't have an arm, and a weapon that you've gathered in the game, and masks and other items that you can put on the person. And there's a ton of little minis that you can put together to customize your character.
Right, and like if this guy's head explodes, which is a thing that can happen in the game, there are extra like there's extra faces, extra ones.
Yes. So it's pretty cool stuff, super in-depth. It's probably going to take years to really dive into all of the stuff that this game can do.
Yeah, probably. One of the interesting things that we found in the rules so far is that it can be basically played like a traditional pen and paper role-playing game with a DM of sorts.
Yeah.
And also it can actually suit up to 6 players. Even though on the box it says 1 to 4.
1 to 4. But the 5 to 6 players, it doesn't recommend to do that the first time. But as you go along, you can add more players. And
yes, it's slightly modified. And actually, it kind of seems harder.
Yeah. Well, yeah, difficulty is actually increased in terms of the bosses and things like that. So they upscale the enemies to fit however many players you have, and make it actually harder for you. But yeah, so it seems really cool.
Make sure you have an X-Acto knife.
X-Acto knife and
some kind of glue.
And some kind of glue. And paper clippers actually were helpful too in putting these minis together. But they look fantastic, and was really well done. And they're actually kind of fun to put together.
Yeah. We're not professionals.
No.
We don't look professional, and these don't look professional. So mileage may vary.
Yeah.
But it was really fun to do, actually. For an hour or so, maybe, in total work, probably.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all you need, and you just need these 5, again, to start.
Yeah.
Although there are a gajillion in that box.
Yeah. Right. Well... I guess we'll end the video here. We're going to actually try to play the first segment of the game to test out the rules and get started.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Peace.